KCAA, NBC News Talk Radio.
It is Controlled Chaos. KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire, also W4CY.com, K4HD.com, and check out the show on iHeartRadio, iHeart.com. I'm Gary Garver. How are you? How are you today? I have the guru of the ghetto on live in Las Vegas. Jigga Jones. Good morning, Jigga.
Yeah, man, what's going on? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, listen, I want to talk about this video that ISIS made. You live in Vegas, and it's
man.
I want to know, first of all, the ISIS made like a 40-minute video, and then of course they want they're losers. Let's just call them a bunch of losers. Anybody who's associated with ISIS, I agree with Trump on that. They are all a bunch of losers. I mean, anybody who's going to bomb themselves before they're age of 30. I mean, if you're dying of cancer, or you got some weird disease that you're gonna terminal disease. Okay, I could see bombing yourself, and killing yourself. But 22, come on now, right? I mean, you got to be, something's got to be wrong with you. So,
well, yeah, you're obviously mentally pliable. Something's wrong with you. You got some problems.
You got major problems.
That just shows you. You never hear that this guy was an astrophysicist, so he was real smart.
Right.
The smartest dude they ever met, and then they don't know why he blew himself up. You ain't never heard that. It's always, this guy was a loser. He was a this, that, and he got radicalized. He hated the Western world because they had McDonald's and they ate fish sandwiches. It was something stupid,
Right, exactly. And the crazy thing is, I always wonder if these guys who bond themselves when in their 20s, are they, is it the thing for the virgins? Aren't they supposed to, like, once they go to, they supposedly go to wherever they're going? I don't think they're. First of all, where do they go? They in the Quran, I know they get a bunch of virgins. You know what I mean, like 7 to 10. How many virgins do they get to hang out with?
What happens is they end up supposedly they get 72 versions, 72? So they end up in a they end up like in a place like in a Star Trek convention with a bunch of dudes, bunch of fat dudes, and they never specify what kind of virgins they get,
Right. It could be dudes. It could be other bombers. I think the virgins are the bombers.
Kind of thing. They like dudes and goats and stuff like that.
Right?
So that is the kind of thing they get off on. Yeah.
Well, they sure don't like women. Anyways, I wonder if these guys have gotten laid
sure
yet.
Don't.
I wonder when these suicide bombers, if they had sex before they go out and bomb themselves out. You know what I mean? I'm wondering, because if they get laid, you know what I mean? Maybe they'll say, hey, you know what? That's some good stuff, man. I think I'm going to stick around on Earth a little bit longer because I want some more of this. Unless,
that's the thing. You basically, you don't let somebody be like that. What happens is these dudes, they don't have sex with women. They treat women like garbage.
Yeah.
And they wrap them up like ninjas with no weapons.
Right.
So they don't get to see them.
Yeah.
So that way these dudes, and then they're surprised the stuff that they're doing in Afghanistan with young boys. And all that madness. That's a surprise all of a sudden.
Yeah, serious. Well,
they get a whole bunch of people and repress them, make them pray 5 times a day and bend over on a rug, bending over, put your butt in the air. What do we expect going to happen?
Right? Yeah. It's always dudes. It's like 30 or 40 dudes bending over 5 times a day in front of you. You know what I mean? It's got to give you weird thoughts, right? I mean, it's suicidal thoughts, maybe.
It's worse than prison. Sounds like, yeah.
Right? Even
imagine you 5 times a day you stand looking at somebody's butt crack put up in front of you.
Right? The guy, like a plumber's butt crack, right? You see the guys.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some weird vibe going there, man. So.
I mean, you want to blow yourself up just to stay away from looking at all that.
Right, I would.
And these dudes, they dress like it's the 1400s. They wear these big old, oversized shirts that go all the way down.
They wear dresses. They're dresses, for Christ's sake.
People, I mean, it's crazy, man.
I think
you can't say these people are, regular folks. They're crazy.
I think a lot of these terrorist guys have, homophobic tendencies. You know what I mean? I think ISIS is.
Well, yeah. Remember the last guy in Florida? Remember the dude that did the Florida thing?
Right.
They found out he was hanging out in gay bars.
Exactly, exactly.
And instead of being cool, it's okay, to be gay. They're in a religion where they think they should kill gay people.
Oh yeah.
So that alone makes it not compatible with this world where you want to kill somebody because of their sexuality. Whether you agree with it or not, that's not your right. That's not that you don't get to make that decision. But in that religion, they've done studies. Islamic studies talk about. A lot of people think it's okay to kill gay people, throw them off of roofs of buildings and stuff like that.
Oh, they do it all the time.
And for that reason alone, I don't want those people coming here. See, if you think like that, you stay where the hell you at.
Right.
Don't come over here with that. Threatening regular folk. You're dealing with a savage group of people that don't give a damn about humans. They really don't.
It really is women, sad.
Talking about cover your head up and walk around so nobody can see you. And if they can see you and they rape you, that's okay. But you need 4 witnesses who are men during a rape, in order to say something, and the woman gets charged. I mean, come on, man. Don't bring that crap over here.
Yeah.
That's just backward crap. And you can call it a religion, you can call it anything you want, but it's more than just a religion. It's a political thing, and these people there's 100 or more verses in the Quran talking about killing infidels and killing people who don't believe and killing people that are gay. I'm not gonna compare the 2 books because they talk about the Bible, the Quran, everything. But one book's talking about killing folks, the other one's talking about loving folks.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know. Well, listen, the thing,
you can't tell me that you mix these people together and everything's going to be cool.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, man. There's got to be some weird, twisted thing to be 20 years old or 25 years old, or this guy was 22, and go out there and want to kill yourself. There's something wrong with that. Supposedly, this is what his sister said. This guy Salman Abedi, that's the guy who went out and then did the bombing. Supposedly his sister, and this is disgusting to me, she said he wanted revenge for U.S. airstrikes in Syria. Okay, so I guess the sister of Manchester suicide bomber Salman Abedi believes her brother carried out the attack because he wanted revenge for U.S. airstrikes on Syria. Jomana, it's you, Jomana. Hey, Jomana. All right, Abedi said in an interview her brother was kind and loving, and that she was surprised.
Yeah.
She was surprised. Yeah, kind and loving my ass.
They always know when you got a wingnut in the family that's going to do something like this.
This is what his sister said. I think he saw children, Muslim children, dying everywhere and wanted revenge, he told the Wall Street Journal. He saw the explosives of America drops on children in Syria, and he wanted revenge. Whether he got that is between him and God. I mean, come on, man. I mean, really? So you're trying to relate what he did, what this guy did to kids going to a concert, okay, to what's going on in Syria? I mean, ISIS is literally killing people left and right. The Assad regime is killing also. I mean, they got a crematorium over there. I mean, you can't relate the two. It's not even the same in the same sentence. It's crazy.
And that just goes to show you what you're dealing with. I mean, when you're dealing with a group of people that think that that's okay,
right,
you need to investigate it. And here's again, this dude went to Libya for vacation. This goes back to this goes back to Trump's travel ban. Regular people don't go to Yemen and Libya for vacation. So obviously you should restrict those people coming back to places. When they come back, they ain't learn nothing good over there, man.
Yeah,
they didn't go over there to learn about world peace.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand how you can let these cats in. I mean, anybody that's coming from Libya or Syria or Yemen or Afghanistan or Pakistan, and they're coming into a European country or even here in America. I mean, I'm sorry, people of Earth. You've got to really do a back check on these cats. And the crazy thing is, England knew about this guy. They had been following this cat. Again, another guy that they had on the radar that carried out a bombing expedition. I mean, it's insane that this is going on. I guess 8 guys have been arrested so far in connection with the bombing. I don't know where it's going to end, bro. Go.
Well, let me ask you. They arrested those 8 people. Did it prevent any of those? Did any of the people who were killed come back to life because they arrested these people?
Well, I mean,
no. That means that they're behind the curve.
I hear you.
You can't win with somebody like this if you refuse to admit you got a problem. I was talking about this. If all of a sudden Delta Airlines had 5 airplane crashes in one day. People would start flipping out. They would immediately ground Delta Airlines, no matter how many thousands of planes they got. But yet we have the same problem with these people, these Muslims that go to these 7 countries where they develop terrorists. But yet, it's racist because they don't want those people to come here on the travel ban. And now you're starting to realize what's really going on. There's people who make money out of this human suffering.
Oh,
I know. To find out who those people are and shut them down.
All right, listen. Also,
because it's obvious to anybody.
Also arrested was his father, Ismail, and Ramanda Abedi was arrested also. His brother in Libya. The whole thing, even his family and his father says he denied that his son Salman had links to militants, telling the AP in an interview, "We don't believe in killing innocents." Well, guess what, dude? Your son just went out and killed 22 innocents, okay, and wounded dozens more. So you know what? This has got to stop, man. I mean, there's just too much chaos. There's too much hatred out there. Why all the hatred? I mean, it's everywhere. It's crazy. I mean, let me tell you something. If you're coming in this country and you're an immigrant or whatever, you better start smiling at people. You better start trying to, if you're going to live listen, if I was going to go live in Mexico, which maybe one day I will or whatever, I learned Spanish. You know what I mean? I'd be smiling.
Well, you're already in California. That's Mexico.
You're right. I am in Mexico right now. I'm in northern Mexico right now. It's called Los Angeles. Yeah. All right, listen, we got to take a break. I'm living in northern Mexico. L.A., Los Angeles. All right, Control Chaos, KCAA. 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM. I don't know. Does anybody really want to talk? We should talk about how Khloe Kardashian is ruining NBA players' careers, too, all over the place. All right, I'm Gary Garver. You're Jigga Jones. Who's Jigga? I'm Jigga.
Controlled chaos.
I'm jigging out of here.
Works if all the little cogs mesh.
1050 AM, KCAA.
Attention, retail business owners and managers. Are you losing sales due to customers with bad or no credit? At Retail Customer Finance, we have the solution. Go to www.retailcustomerfinance.com. That's retailcustomerfinance.com. We will approve all customers. You heard right, all customers, based on their ability to pay and not their credit score. So call us at 323-667-4749. That's 323-667-4749. Open a merchant account today for only $199 a year. But wait, it gets better. As a business owner, you will pay no transaction fees for sale. Don't let another customer walk out empty-handed. www.retailcustomerfinance.com or call us at 323-667-4749.
Hey, this is comedian Mike Marino, and I want you guys to come to see my show live. Get some tickets at mikemarino.net. Log on to tour dates and find out when I'm going to be in your area. Also, watch my YouTube series, Marino 2016, as we transform the series into Hey Marino, only on my YouTube channel, which is Mike Marino Live on YouTube. You can log on to my Instagram and my Twitter at Mike Marino Live. I am Mike Marino, and I appreciate being on the Gary Garver Show every time I'm in the box on Controlled Chaos.
This is Gary Garver, and I've written a book called Radio Blows. It's all about my career in the radio business, my time with the Howard Stern Show, and celebrity interviews, my top 10 cool celebrities and my top 10 uncool celebrities. Here's a sample of a couple cool ones and a couple uncool ones.
Make a citizen's arrest on me?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff here.
Yeah?
All right, I'm holding you. Call, get the marshal.
Get the marshal?
We'll see who's wrong. We'll see who's
Get
wrong.
the marshal right now?
We'll see who's wrong.
Are you one of the scary morning people who are going to ask horrible things? You got that look. Are you?
Do I have that look?
You do. You got the look like, watch me do something I would have in second grade.
If you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose?
I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
If you're on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, Radio Blows, available now on Amazon, Amazon.com, and Kindle. Radio Blows. If you want to get in the radio business or find out the inner workings of radio, it's a must-read book.
Hi, Evil. How you doing today?
Good, Jerry. How are you?
Good.
Can I ask a couple questions? Who's your hero?
Oh, I had many when I was a young man. Joe Louis, Eddie Arcaro, and Maurice Richard was a real hero of mine. I ended up playing professional hockey for a couple of years in the Western Hockey League and in the Eastern Hockey League. So I kind of followed the footsteps of the fellows that I had as heroes, you might say.
What's more dangerous, jumping the Grand Canyon or getting a divorce?
Wrong. It's Snake River Canyon. You got that wrong. It's the Snake River Canyon. Do it over.
What's more dangerous, jumping the Snake River Canyon or getting a divorce?
Jumping the Snake River Canyon and getting a divorce. There's no. Well, what's that kind of a question, Zed? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
In any of your accidents, have you ever broken your penis?
I don't want to. What do you ask me questions like that for? I mean, that's stupid.
Thanks, Evil. Appreciate it.
From the four corners of the world, dumbing down his IQ so you can understand him. It's Gary Garver.
All right, it's Controlled Chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5 FM 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver here in Encino, California, the Valley, northern Mexico. and we got Jigga Jones live in Las Vegas, and we were talking about before we got into the rant about this the bombing and how the bomber sister said he wanted revenge. Well, that's disgusting, and I'd hate to be her, right? Jigga, I mean, she comes out and says that. Would you want to be in her shoes, walking around wherever she lives? I have no idea where she lives, but
those people over there are so soft. They don't care. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to her. The fact that she knew that this dude was a nut and didn't say nothing. That alone, man. If I had a friend that I knew wanted to blow folks up, I would. If I didn't do something to him myself, he would be getting door knocked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna live like that.
Yeah.
But these people that believe in this stuff, and we're not even talking about. They say, it's radicalized Muslims that all think this. No, there's a lot of Muslims that sympathize with it. I wouldn't do it, but I support people who do this in the name of Allah.
I understand it, man. I understand it, right? They understand it. Really? You understand it? Well, get the hell out of our country if you understand it. Why don't you just go back? These people who hate the Western civilization, okay, and live in Europe and the United States and things like that. If you don't like it, leave. Go back to Syria or Libya or Afghanistan or Pakistan, Yemen. I can name all the countries you're coming from. Go live there. If you don't like the way we live, go live there. I mean, serious. It's ridiculous. I don't understand.
Yeah, but they can't attack Americans over there, and they can't attack Westerners by living over there. So we give them free ride to come over here, and we even give them a check.
Live in dirt. They live in dirt. They
here.
live in dirt. Okay, they eat crap. They have no freedoms over there in their countries, and then they come to Europe, the United States, and they have all these freedoms. They live in nice places. They eat good food and stuff like that, and they still hate us. If this hate in people's hearts nowadays has got to end, man. I mean, it's ruining the structure of humanity. It's just nuts. Hey, listen, ISIS did put out a video. And they really want to target Vegas. What are the people in Las Vegas, since you live in Vegas, what are people saying about, because it's all over CNN and NBC and wherever.
Oh, yeah.
It's everywhere. What do you think? I mean, first of all, the quality of the video sort of sucks. I mean, they for all the money they're making, they should have a little better quality video. ISIS.
Well, the video's old, so I mean, it's not going to have the best quality.
It's like a rerun. Okay.
But I will tell you that people think it's funny because here's the thing: if they're going to try to do the lorry style attack where they drive a truck up and down the thing, they've already put barriers up on the streets over here.
Oh, they have.
So that's going to be hard for them to do.
Right.
If they want to come into a place and randomly shoot people, that's going to be another problem because the average person down here carries a gun. Law-abiding citizens aren't victims here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's people you will lose your life trying to rob somebody at an ATM out here.
Yeah, but let me ask you something.
If the dude,
go ahead.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what
dude
about
that's trying to rob you is going to get shot in the back. They had a Wells Fargo bank that they tried to rob. A guy came from East LA of all places, came up here, didn't do too good. He figured, hey, I'll stop into Wells Fargo and I'll rip them off. He pulled a gun out. Two people who carried guns pulled their guns out on him. Another dude tackled him. They beat him up. And Metro, the police said this man was lucky to be alive, because normally you do this kind of thing here and citizens don't have to give you a chance to surrender.
Yeah.
You pull a gun out in the bank and try to rob somebody, they're going to blow your head off.
Well, the crazy thing is,
they allow that in L.A.
I know, but the crazy
do that in L.A. They let you replace
Jigga,
stuff there.
Jigga, it doesn't matter. Honestly, there's nothing we can do about this. I'm going to tell you straight out. People are saying, what can we do? What can we do about it? There's nothing we can do about it. If somebody wants to kill people, all they have to do is carry a backpack with a bomb explosive, go down the strip on Vegas or the Sunset Strip here in Los Angeles or a concert venue or wherever, anywhere in the country, and blow themselves up. I mean, we can't stop. There's no way to stop
somebody doing
can't
that.
Stop
no.
it. Can't stop it. It's sad.
But I will tell you, there's certain things that they do that they can stop. You got to be a dedicated fool to come down there and blow yourself up. And that is always a case that somebody could do that.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying? But you could, woulda, coulda, shoulda, ninjas jumping through the roof too. Somebody could jump through the roof. Somebody could parachute down and blow themselves up in the middle of the strip.
Hopefully they do use a parachute. Happen. Maybe they can use a parachute and then maybe just blow themselves up in the middle of the air, and then it'd be like a firework or something like that. That would be sort of cool. But I mean, there's nothing we can. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about this. We just have to. The only thing we can do is really just look out for one another and look out for people that look a little crazy. You know what I mean? What?
Stop putting rocks in your cornflakes. Tell people that. That's the simplest thing. And they say, now, what does that mean?
Yeah, tell me.
If you got a bowl of cornflakes and you got a whole bunch of rocks, don't reach down outside the bowl and put rocks from the ground into your bowl. When you got these folks that coming from these crazy places and way out places, Yemen. Come on, man. There's nothing good going on down there. Yeah, Libya. You went to vacation in Libya. Yeah, you know what? Going on here. We're going to talk to you for a second here. You ain't just coming back on this plane, dog. You to come back from Libya and Yemen. Come on, man.
No, I dig it.
So, people got to realize that, we got to love everybody. Hey, you got to realize, hey, man, at some point, people had to learn to lock their doors at night, because there was a certain amount of people that would start robbing folks and coming into your house doing things to people. Just to say, we're going to love everybody. Guess what? You will be in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain people that have to do what they got to do to folks that are going to do harm to somebody.
Yeah.
You got to have that.
Well,
you got to have soldiers in the world.
Yeah, well, there's this guy. Yeah, well, the Muslim nations and these Arabic countries, they've got to just start putting their foot down and do something about it. But they hate us, so they hate Western civilization so much. It's just like night and day. I don't know what we can do. We got to have a meeting ground or some sort of common ground here.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
The main thing is people have to assimilate. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You like all that Arabic culture, stay over there. Come here and be a Westerner like the rest of us.
That's what I'm
Don't come over here
saying.
and wear your bed sheets out in the street.
That's what I'm
saying. You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're going to tell women they got to wear a bed sheet in the street, and that's okay. We say, hey, she's wearing a hijab. Hey, wear that crap somewhere else. I don't care what it says. Your religion ends at your front door. Do what you want in your house. The minute you come out in the street, if you can't be somewhat like somebody over where those people are at, that is what breeds A and B society. You don't want these people to say, we're those people over here, we're these people over there. And I have the same problem with people in the black community trying to separate themselves from everybody else. And you can't have separate societies together like that. It doesn't work.
Yeah, well,
everybody's got to be together. If this is going to be a melting pot, everybody got to melt some. You know
exactly. Everybody's got to melt together a little bit. Everybody's got to come together. Hey, listen, I want to here's something that might bring people together. Do you hear about this? The new health care bill with Trump. I guess the CBO came out yesterday and said Republican health care bill raises premiums for older, poor Americans by as much as 850%. I mean, this is the crap on top of everything else that's going on with the terrorists and the hatred.
Well, they're looking at the percentage. The bill actually says that your premiums can be no larger than 12% of your monthly income.
Dude.
So for people who haven't paid, listen, that's what the bill says. So what they're coming for 850% is for somebody that's not making no money at all, that comes in the money, and then for them to pay $85 is 85%, 850% for them to come over, and they got $100. So they're looking at the percentage. The percentage says no more than 12% of your total income can be spent on your monthly premium.
Wow.
So that's a lot less than what I'm paying now.
Well,
so yeah, they're doing that whole thing where they say this and that and whatever. You got to read the bill. The bill says no more than 12% of your monthly income. That is not 850% for a regular person.
Why can't
but
we
it's
just...
like if you've been paying nothing and all of a sudden you got to pay $85, yeah, that's 850%.
Why can't they just make it where, you know, everybody pays the same amount? Hey, you pay $100 a month for health care insurance. I mean, they do it all, in all other Western civilizations have healthcare systems for their people. In our country, we're so screwed up, and this whole here's again, you're dividing the classes up again with this healthcare thing. I mean, why don't we just all Americans? You pay $100 a month for healthcare. $100, I would do that. I mean, but all this percentage and what you make and all this crap and the poor and the rich, it's all a bunch of bull, man. It's all a bunch of crap again. It's just ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, man.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you were to look at the percentage of what I'm supposed to pay on Obamacare right now, it'd be about 40% of what I make.
Exactly.
So I look at it. I look at 12% as a massive reduction, and it is. But they don't want to. But your folks that love to bash Trump for everything that he does, even when he does something good, they find, okay, well, how can we bend this the other way? Well, technically, it's an 850% increase if you've paid nothing. Well, we're not talking about people who pay nothing. We're talking about people who are just struggling, who are trying to work a job that can't afford health care because it's up to $400-500 a month.
No, I dig it. Well,
you know,
I don't have health care.
They don't want to do that.
I don't have health care. I never had health care.
So bad.
I never had.
Exactly. It's cheaper for me to opt out of no damn health care.
Exactly.
I haven't had health care forever.
Exactly. Thank God, knock on wood, that I'm healthy. But man, if something hits me and it could happen in a minute, man, I'll be S out of luck. So whatever.
Yeah, but people are crazy, man. You got your Maxine Waters of the world who would rather look at whatever negative they can come up with. They sit around in groups and come up. How can
we gotta take a break.
Ended, something that was oppressive to families. How can you?
We gotta take a break.
Turn this around. Well, technically,
we gotta take a break.
Like this.
We gotta take a break. You gotta take a break.
The news agencies that are so bent on making a one-sided story would tell the truth once in a while. I think there'd be a lot less animosity and craziness going on.
I'm just letting you talk through the break. We're in a break right now. Go ahead. Keep on rambling. All right, we'll be back after this.
You there?
Yes, I'm here. I'll be back in a minute.
Hello.
We're in a break. Can't you hear me?
Retroactive.
All right.
We got knocked up there.
I'll see you in a
all
bit.
the bad times you ever had before, and henceforth further make all the bad times that might be coming now better.
You're listening to the Wolfman Jack Show.
You're setting fire to your hearts. Oh, I know that it sparks. I know you're just burning with desire and hoping that your Wolfman gon' put out the fire. It's an Eagle, baby. New kid in town.
Listen to the Wolfman Friday and Saturday nights from midnight to 5 a.m. exclusively on KCAA.
This is Gary Garver, and I've written a book called Radio Blows. It's all about my career in the radio business, my time with the Howard Stern Show, and celebrity interviews, my top 10 cool celebrities and my top 10 uncool celebrities. Here's a sample of a couple cool ones and a couple uncool ones.
Make a citizen's arrest on me?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff here.
Yeah?
All right, I'm holding you. Get the marshal.
Get the marshal?
We'll see who's wrong. We'll see who's wrong.
Get the marshal right now?
We'll see who's wrong.
Are you one of the scary morning people who are going to ask horrible things? You got that look. Are you?
Do I have that look?
You do. You got the look like, watch me do something I would have in second grade.
If you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose?
I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack. If you were on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, Radio Blows, available now on Amazon, Amazon.com, and Kindle. Radio Blows. If you want to get in the radio business or find out the inner workings of radio, it's a must-read book.
Congratulations on your honor, Mr. Gardner. Can I ask you, how have you changed the world? What? How have you changed the world?
Who?
You. Have you changed?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing. It changed me, but who do you work for?
Infinity Broadcasting.
Who they are?
You've worked with a lot of beautiful women in your lifetime. Who was the hottest woman you ever worked with?
I don't remember. I had about 28.
Okay. Is it true that you helped Martin Luther King Jr. organize his March on Washington?
I didn't help him personally, but yes, I did.
How did you do that, sir?
How they do?
You find
Your phone people. What is your next list? I want to get all these down because they sound really the dumbest questions I think I've ever heard.
Do you think you find your penis shrinks with age?
No, but I'll tell you what. Yours is. Because I'm going to kick you right in the balls. I knew that's who you were.
Let me ask him. Do you have a message for Howard Stern?
Back off. Talk to him in my sleep.
Back off, I said.
Don't you ever show up again.
Back off.
Because my cane would not let him be.
Your cane's going to knock me silly?
I'm going to.
The man that Howard Stern fired and said he would never work in radio again. That's right. It's the second coming of Gary Garver.
All right, it's Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. Gary Garver here with the guru of the ghetto, Jacob Jones. You there, Jacob?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Hey, did you hear about this? Is great. You know how I love bashing the Kardashians, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't have. Oh, here it is. I do have the story. Okay, and you know how I say they're the kiss of death by dating them. I've been saying this for how long now? 3 years, at least 3 years.
At least.
If you date a Kardashian, you turn into a woman. You turn into a drug addict. You lose your career. You go nuts. You end up in a mental hospital. All right, so, and everybody's like, oh, whatever, Gary, you just don't like the Kardashians. Listen to this. Ex-NBA player says dating Khloe Kardashian killed his career. I love it. Former NBA player Rashad McCants has a few regrets about the way his basketball career shook out, but none bigger than dating one of the Kardashians. McCants became known for helping North Carolina win the national championship. He then was picked number 14 overall by the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2005 and played with Minnesota through 2009. Okay. McCants began dating Khloe Kardashian in the fall of 2009, and he says that is where his career went off the rails. He told the Charlotte Observer that dating Khloe gave NBA teams a reason to doubt his commitment. Why would that happen? I mean, is she, she dates all these NBA players, right? The Kardashians love dating these NBA players. I mean, Kim Kardashian married Chris Humphries. His career went down the tubes too after he married her. He's like nowhere to be found. I mean, he's playing, but rarely playing. I think James Harden dated Khloe Kardashian, but dumped her ass. So, I mean, I'm telling you, the Kardashians have a curse on their ass. There's no doubt about it. But this guy is saying that, that dating Khloe Kardashian ruined his career.
Wow. Did she jump on the court and help him miss some baskets or something?
Who knows what this woman? I mean, who knows what these girls? These girls are evil. Okay, I'm sorry. Talking about evilness, these chicks. I mean, they're not in the ISIS category, but there's something wrong with these Kardashians, man. There's something. Dude, listen. Okay, let's just go through the history of it. Okay, all right. Bruce Jenner, the greatest athlete, Olympic gold medal winner, turns into a woman. Okay. Lamar Odom, NBA All-Star, okay? ODs at a whorehouse, okay? Kanye West, one of the biggest hip-hop, artists around, ends up in a mental facility for a week this past Thanksgiving. And now this guy's saying that, Khloe Kardashian ruined his career. Among other people. There's other stories, but those are the top ones. They're scary girls. I mean, what do you think the Kardashians possess that turns men into mush? I don't know.
I don't think you can say that on the radio.
Is it the power of the P? Is it the power of the P?
It's got to be.
It's got to be, right? That power of the P is sometimes going to be. It can be overwhelming at times. I've had a couple instances in my life where the power of the P took over my brain. Thank God, thank you, Lord Jesus, that you got me out of them. But man, I tell you, I guess it can cause men to melt. Right? All right. Hey, look what happened to Johnny Depp. I mean, he's melting down. Brad Pitt. being accused of beating the hell out of his kids, and oh my God, it's on and on and on. Hey, I want to ask you a question about this. This is sort of interesting. Ben Carson, you know what Ben Carson is? He ran for president.
Yeah, he's no relation to Ben Dover.
You sure about that? Ben Carson called poverty a state of mind during an interview. An interview released Wednesday. Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson said that a certain mindset contributes to people living in poverty, pointing to habits and a state of mind that children take from their parents at a young age. This is what Carson said. I think poverty, to a large extent, is also a state of mind. You take somebody that has the right mindset, you can take everything from them and put them on the street, and I guarantee in a little while they'll be right back up there, I guess, on the streets. How do you feel about that?
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with him.
Really?
But think about it. Yeah, man, there's no way faster to be broke than to ask your broke friends for advice. And there's people that wanted to start businesses. And I know a dude who started a car wash over there in Crenshaw District. And he asked everybody to try to pitch in, hey, can you give me a car? The guy was asking for as little as $1,000. And people were like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. But, they all had this mentality of like, I just got to do the bare minimum and do it. Well, this dude was exceptional, and he's got the car wash down there. And now the dude is like, a multimillionaire now off of washing dirty cars in the hood. But it does take a certain amount. You got to have a vision. You got to be able to visualize things. And there's a lot of people that really, they have this mentality of like crabs in a bucket. You see one crab getting up higher than the other one, you grab the other one and pull him back down. That is the mentality. There's a lot of black people in the communities that I deal with, where when they see somebody get ahead, they're trying to find some dirt. Oh, I bet he screwed somebody over. Instead of saying, hey, how can I get to be like this guy?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What do you think they can be done about poverty? I mean, what do you think that people can do? What can society do? What can the government do? I mean, I'm not into the welfare program and all this stuff. I don't think that helps out anybody.
No.
Why don't they invest this money into like schooling and pay people to go to school and things like that? I think that'd be a cool thing.
You got the wrong people. You got wrong people teaching subjects, and it's because of some of the systems we set up. You got a person teaching economics, who has got less than, $500,000 in the bank because they're a teacher. Anybody who's got sense with economics would never become a teacher making $40,000 a year. So that already lets you know you're setting the kids up for failure when if you get a dude in and say, hey, Mr. Get the Russell Brunsons of the world to come in and teach some kids about some finance, like that. That would be a whole different thing. But the problem is we don't do that. Where somebody needs to be a teacher and need credentials is not in a finance class. Is not in economics. Where somebody's teaching algebra, okay, fine. If they're teaching English, okay, fine. But somebody's teaching kids how to be part of the workforce. You don't want to get somebody that settled for a low paying job. That's not the person you want to teach your kids. You want the person who went to, say, become the top of Google. The top of
but they don't want to go. They don't want to go in. Hold on. You can say all that, but guess what? Those teachers don't want to go into the ghetto and teach these kids. They want to go to Brown or Harvard or Yale or USC, UCLA.
Exactly.
They want to go there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
Now you got to remember. Now you realize we do have technology where a good person such as the CEO in a prominent 500 company doesn't have to step foot into the ghetto. They got these things called video cameras. And TV, and they could very, very easily do this. But this is not the interest of corporate America. You want a bunch of people with the entrepreneur mindset run around. You need to have a bunch of people job working for minimum wage. You need those people. So they will do very little to eradicate that kind of thing.
Well, I think
I know people that have 4 or 5 generations on welfare.
Right. Well, I think
anytime you give somebody a handout, you're not giving them a handout.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But you know what? You can give them a handout, but you know what? Make them work for it. I sort of like. I mean, Trump's like not really work, but let's get these guys, let's get these kids into schools and even listen, 20-somethings, things like that. People that they sort of like shun. In our society, the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings. Let's say, hey, listen, let's have programs where they get paid to learn a craft, you know what I mean, and get them off the streets, and that's where we need to go instead of handing out.
They have a program here in Las Vegas that I think they should do everywhere. when you come in, you broke. They got a homeless program down. That's why it's illegal to give money to the homeless here, because there is a program where if you're a homeless person, you come down to the city center down here, and then they give you a vest and a hat, and they put you on sweeping streets, painting curbs, doing whatever. And at the end of the day, you know, you get your lunch, you get your breakfast and your lunch, and at the end of the day, they give you a monetary amount, so that they're not just handing you money. Gee, you know,
I dig that, but guess what?
Working and giving money.
Jig, the problem with that is, you know, that's great painting the curbs and paying them and giving them a meal and all that, but they're not learning a craft. You know what I mean? The bottom line is that we got to start teaching people how to, you know, learn crafts where it's you know, for you know, economics, you know, computers, you know, healthcare. You know, we need more nurses, and we need more people in the healthcare system. We need people to clean energy, those types of you know, work enforce places, things like that. I mean, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? We're just, you know. And by the way, and I talk about, you know, we have Herb Smith, the president of the LA Mission, on Skid Row. He helps feed the homeless. We go down there and do shows and things like that. Have him on periodically. The government doesn't give him a friggin' penny. The government doesn't give the homeless shelters any money. Okay, so no. I mean, here there are great people out there like the Herb Smiths of the world, and different types of homeless shelters throughout the state of California, throughout the country, and they don't get any money from the government. Okay, so the government's not even helping the homeless to strive and to get better. And for Ben Carson to say, oh, well, you know, it's a mindset and things like that. No, it isn't. It's because there's no way out.
Half it, though.
Yeah, well, there's no way out.
No, there is. Look at Venus and He came out of in the time of he didn't want to drive to the place.
Yeah, but their father. Yeah, exactly.
Your father taught them the mindset that if you want to get up, you got to get out.
I hear you,
and that's how you got to do it.
Well, there's you know, and there's a mindset.
But then there's people that teach people. There's people here in the hood that'll tell people, "Hey, man, you're black. This is the best you're gonna be. Go see if you can get a government check. Go see if you can hit somebody in the head and take some money."
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately, there's a lot of parents like that.
I hear you.
And there's a lot of them like that. Well, and that mindset is not taught in school. They learn that at home and in the communities they go back to.
I hear you.
So yeah, it is a mindset to a person. Because there's certain people that, hey, I'm better than this. I'm going to look at Master P. You know, he's a dummy. You know,
we gotta take a break.
He was smart enough to know he needed to get out.
Okay, we gotta take a break. All right, you're right. Yeah. You're right. I feel bad for the kids. We gotta do something for the homeless. All right, we'll be back after this.
This is a 60-minute.
Yes, it is a 60-minute ride.
Show. Personal responsibility is mandatory. Grown-ups shouldn't be able to get their feelings hurt with mere words. Elected officials should work for common people. Good morning, San Bernardino and the world. It's controlled chaos. 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 Controlled chaos.
Attention, retail business owners and managers. Are you losing sales due to customers with bad or no credit? At Retail Customer Finance, we have the solution. Go to www.retailcustomerfinance.com. That's retailcustomerfinance.com. We will approve all customers. You heard right, all customers, based on their ability to pay and not their credit score. So call us at 323-667-4749. That's 323-667-4749. Open a merchant account today for only $199 a year. But wait, it gets better. As a business owner, you will pay no transaction fees for sale. Don't let another customer walk out empty-handed. www.retailcustomerfinance.com or call us at 323-667-4749.
Hey, this is comedian Mike Marino, and I want you guys to come to see my show live. Get some tickets at mikemarino.net. Log on to tour dates and find out when I'm going to be in your area. Also, watch my YouTube series, Marino 2016, as we transform the series into Hey Marino, only on my YouTube channel, which is Mike Marino Live on YouTube. You can log on to my Instagram and my Twitter at Mike Marino Live. I am Mike Marino, and I appreciate being on the Gary Garver Show every time I'm in the box on Controlled Chaos.
Ever wonder how celebrities get their skin red carpet ready? Look no further than the Fire and Ice Facial from Is Clinical, available at Nina MD Beverly Hills. The Fire and Ice Facial is an amazing clinical treatment designed to rapidly and safely regenerate the skin, reducing fine lines and wrinkles for an envious glow, while smoothing and softening to achieve that ageless face. Excellent for all skin types and ages, Is Clinical's Fire and Ice Facial is a celebrity favorite and provides dramatic results with no downtime, peeling, or side effects. The Fire and Ice Facial is normally $215, but call 310-777-7511 now. Mention this ad and pay only $179. That's over $35 in savings just by mentioning this ad. Don't miss out on glowing and radiant skin from Is Clinical and Nina MD Beverly Hills. For more info, visit ninamd.com or call 310-777-7511. That's 310-777-7511.
Bruce, can I ask a couple questions? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Do I have questions?
No, can I ask you a couple questions?
Okay, I don't see why not. I'm good at answers.
Yeah. What makes you so special?
Absolutely nothing, besides my wife. Yeah.
Do you think drunk drivers should be president?
Yeah, they forgot about it. It was a long time ago. Everybody makes mistakes. Don't hold a guy down for mistaking me 30 years ago.
Ever been attracted to another man?
No. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Howard Stern?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. That's the same old stupid questions I asked every time.
Gary Garver, Jew of the... what can we say that's not going to piss him off?
All right.
Never mind.
That was funny. That was the great Bruce Jenner I interviewed about 15 years ago. I think he cut off his. I can actually call him Caitlin because I guess he had the surgery. Jigga, did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, I think he actually did it. I think he did the dirty deed and cut his manhood off. I think.
Really?
I'm not sure. We should Google that and see if he did or didn't. But
maybe somebody bought it.
I can't even believe he'd do something like that for Christ's sake. Yeah, you should put it in a pickle jar.
Yeah.
Sell it on eBay. Put it up on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Put it on the mantle. See, we got one. All the girls can worship it. Yeah, we got another one. We got this one in a pickle jar. Yeah, we take all men's manhood, and now we got one in the pickle jar right here, right above the fireplace. I mean, serious, man. I gotta look into that. Anyways, oh God, that is crazy. Control Chaos, KCAA, WDM 106.5 FM 102. Right? Would you ever consider doing that? I mean, ever in your
Nope.
Hell no, right? Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no. It's crazy, man. I don't. What possesses people to? I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I guess everybody's different. We're all made up different. It's.
Well, I would never think about jumping out of an airplane either.
Exactly.
That's not my speed.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it wrong for me.
Without a parachute, that you're talking about.
It may be right for you, but wrong for me.
I don't know, man. I don't know about cutting it. I wouldn't want to mutate any part of my body at all. I don't think.
Man, I don't even have tattoos, man, or pierced ears, because I don't believe in that.
I've had a pierced ear for like 25 years, but other than that, I had no tattoos, nothing like that. I wouldn't do that.
Well, you put a hole in your ear. Why not put a hole somewhere else?
Well, you know what? Because I would not.
Where
do
you
that.
draw the line?
That's all right. Well, I drew the line there. That's where I drew it. It's been drawn for many, many years, man. Many, many years. Hey, this is sort of a bizarre story. You know how the opiate, everybody's on opiates because of these prescription pills and stuff like that. And I say, keep on smoking weed. If you're going to do anything, smoke a lot of weed and drink some wine or some beer. But people take to these prescription pills, and lo and behold, they get addicted and do crazy things, and end up.
Look at Rush Limbaugh. He did that.
Yeah, well, look at Chris Cornell. He passed away. I guess he took some sort of prescription pill, an antidepressant, and he hung himself last week doing it. This is crazy. Drug counselors overdose at addiction facility. 2 counselors at an addiction facility in Pennsylvania died after overdosing on opiates, according to the Chester County District Attorney. Is that crazy or what?
No, not really. I mean, I know a lot of drug counselors that actually do drugs. You know, because, first of all, they relate to their clientele a lot better because they say, I used to be an addict. and now I'm a drug counselor. But they never say they stopped being an addict, you know. But they tell you to surrender all. When you come into the program, you surrendering all your stuff, right? And, you know, I know a dude that's out there by where you're broadcasting from right now that would do this. You come into the program, I'm addicted to this. Oh, Lord, help me. And then they come in and they say, well, give us all of whatever you have. We're going to dispose of it.
All right,
yeah, they dispose of it.
Yeah.
They're going out and they're shooting up, doing it. I know a dude on heroin doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and he don't think that his clients know. Because he gets in there trouble, you know, once you look like a heroin addict, you always look like one. Well, no, man, it's because I'm shooting heroin before these people come in for their 6 o'clock meeting.
Yeah, both counselors were pronounced dead at the scene by first responders. The baggies found at the scene were stamped with Superman and Danger/Skull and Crossbones logos. So they had this stuff stashed at the addiction facility, and they had baggies stashed at this addiction facilities stamped with Superman and Danger, Skull, and Crossbone logos. I mean, why would you have any prescription pills or any type of thing like that, opiates, at an addiction facility? I don't understand that. That's nutty.
Of course they do, because the people bring them in with them and they surrender them. You know, you come in for the program. You know, you come in for your 30-day lockup.
Well, they're not going to give them back to them.
You know, because they're going to use because the staff is going to use them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're much more educated on how to use it than you are. That's why they work in there.
I get it. So, but that's sort of bizarre that you would actually keep opiates at an addiction facility. You know what I mean? And then have them stamped with the Superman and a Crossbone logo. That's sort of bizarre.
It's not for the patients. It's for the staff.
I dig it.
The patients are the ones going through it.
Now I understand it. So, anyways, yeah, two counselors OD'd at a facility in Pennsylvania. It says everything about our society. You know, it's just.
When you're a drug counselor, you know, when you get stopped by the cops and you got dope on you, you don't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, a patient surrendered this to me, officer. Would you like to take this instead? You know?
Right.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's like a get-out-of-jail-free card for these folks. So they can walk around with dope as long as they got a business card that says, oh, I'm a dope counselor. I'm doing this. Hey, man, there's a lot of people in this world that pretend to do good things but ain't doing necessarily good things for everybody.
Absolutely.
They be doing good things for the people that paying them, but the people that ain't paying them, they ain't getting nothing right.
Amen. Hey, listen, Jigga, thank you for calling in, and always love your wit and wisdom. The Guru of the Ghetto live in Las Vegas. I pray that Vegas is spared from ISIS this weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
Well, if it is, I ain't nowhere near the Strip. I mean, I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it.
You're good.
I can watch it from the news.
You can watch it from the news. Jesus. All right. Somebody wants to get a hold of you and find out some of your, you know, how to rip people off. How do they get a hold of you?
Hey, go to JiggaJones.com.
JiggaJones.com, exactly. And I will see you mañana. It is Friday tomorrow. Yes, and it'll be Memorial Day weekend, and hopefully, let's have some. I would love to hear some good stories and some peace and love in our society. Do you think we're ever going to find peace and love in our society anymore, Jigga, or not? What do you think?
Well, you know, if they make it fashionable and profitable, yes.
Okay.
If people are able to make money off it, people will do it.
I hear you, man. All right, it is Control Chaos, KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3. Here's a little Soundgarden in honor of Chris Cornell. God bless him. All right, Jigga, I'll talk to you next week, man. Have a great weekend, man. God bless.
Yeah.
So quiet yourself.
Hey, man. So next week I'm gonna come in Tuesday. Did you want to do Tuesday morning? Okay, cool. Right on. And then because I want to take these numbers, these podcast numbers, and see if I can just send them to some stations and see if
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
NBC. Major indexes are higher, heading for possible record high closes again today. We'll see. The Dow is up 94 points. The NASDAQ up 43 points. The S&P up 12 points. The NASDAQ has just joined the other averages in fully erasing the losses chalked up during that big May 17th sell-off. The market has risen for 5 straight days. If it closes higher again today, it'll mark the longest winning streak in 3 months. Strong quarterly results from retailers, including Best Buy, Williams-Sonoma, and PVH, are giving consumer-focused companies a lift right now. PVH owns Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. Slightly more people applied for unemployment benefits last week, but jobless claims remain at historically low levels. And if you've been home shopping this spring, long-term mortgage rates have just fallen to their lowest levels of the year. The benchmark 30-year rate dipped below the key 4% mark. Jessica Ettinger, CNBC.
And now for something deliciously different from Wendy's. Wendy's Double Stack is still an option in the 4 for $4. With a quarter pound of fresh beef, 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink. That's a deal so good it should not exist. Like how owls shouldn't be able to turn their heads all the way around.
Who wouldn't like that deal?
The 4 for $4 with your choice of a double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT. A deal so great, it's impossibly good, but not for long.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Meal includes 4-piece chicken nuggets, small fries, and a drink. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
For garden color from the ground up, start with the ground. Vigoro colored wood mulch from the Home Depot. Now 5 bags for just $10. It protects your plants beautifully and maintains its color for up to 12 months in shades of red, brown, or black that really set off your garden, not to mention your spring. Get Memorial Day savings with Vigoro colored mulch. 5 bags for $10. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Selection varies by store. U.S. only. See store for details.
Here's the latest in local news from KCAA, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and 1050 AM. Firefighters are cleaning up a stubborn fire inside the Burtech building on Landfill Road in Indio. Burning piles of debris inside a 15,000 square foot building caught fire last Wednesday. Authorities in Hesperia have mounted a campaign against illegal fireworks. Several cases of fireworks have been seized from a Victorville man found to have several cakes of powerful mortar-style pyrotechnics. They are illegal everywhere in California. Weed-burning permits are being suspended in Riverside County as late spring weather turns warmer and drier. So far this year, CAL FIRE has responded to more than 800 wildfires across the state. Some have exceeded 1,000 acres, damaging a few homes and buildings. And that is the latest in local news. Now it's time for traffic. In Alta Loma on the 210 westbound at Carnelian, an accident has been cleared, but there's still stop-and-go traffic backed up to the 15. In Riverside on the 60 eastbound at Market, an accident has been cleared, but there's slow traffic from Rubidoux Boulevard. In Corona on the 91 westbound after the 15, an accident has been cleared with slow traffic from Tyler Street. Traffic stays heavy out to Green River. The 781 south is slow from Euclid to the 91. And in San Bernardino on the 215 southbound at Inland Center Drive, a crash has been cleared from the on-ramp. Finally, in the Cajon Pass on the 15 northbound between the 138 and Oak Hill Road, there's a work zone. Caltrans has the left lane closed until approximately 2 p.m. This has been your news and traffic from KCAA. We are the stations that leave no listener behind. I'm Erin Brinker.
From the KCAA Weather Center, I'm Rod Tanner. For this morning, we'll have patchy drizzle. Cloudy skies will clear this afternoon with a high of 74. We'll have wind gusts to 20 miles an hour. There's a chance for showers tonight. We'll have increasing cloudiness, a low of 55 with winds to 20 miles an hour. There's a 2 in 10 chance for morning showers Friday. Cloudy skies will clear in the afternoon with a high of 69. Friday night looks increasingly cloudy with a low of 53, winds to 20 miles an hour. We'll kick off the holiday weekend Saturday with cloudy skies, gradually clearing and a high of 76. That's your weather forecast for this hour from KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM. 3-in-1, the trifecta of talk in Southern California.
So you missed the healthcare deadline and don't have any form of healthcare? Liberty Health Share has the answer. Liberty Health Share offers an affordable healthcare option that allows Americans to enroll any time of the year. Even if you've already enrolled but are not satisfied with your choice, you can switch to Liberty Health Share today. Liberty Health Share allows Americans to control, manage, and direct their health care by allowing them to choose any doctor or hospital across the country, yet still be in good standing with the Affordable Care Act. So members are exempt from the tax penalty and mandates imposed on those without health care insurance, giving you freedom from insurance. Memberships are for individuals, couples, and families, offering a variety of options to best suit an individual's medical needs. If you're a freedom-loving American looking for contract-free health care, then this is for you. For more information on how to enroll any time of the year, call 855-585-4237, 855-585-4237, or visit libertyhealthshare.org to request a free estimate. Not available in Pennsylvania.
Tune in for Sexual Healing with Dr. Marissa on Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa. This Thursday, tune in to AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming live on KCAA Radio.com.
Is KCAA.
Tony Gunn slew everybody else. So a reporter got slammed to the ground. They're using the term body slammed. It wasn't like the old WWF or WWE.
Not a Hulk Hogan type slam, no.
Oh, that we know of. We just heard audio of it, but we'll play that and talk about it all morning long.
No chairs?
And we're hoping, no chairs, no fake blood, none of that kind of thing, but I don't know if you can be running for Congress and throwing reporters down. Maybe the guy will still win out there.
If you're a Republican, it only helps.
Probably will. He'll probably win.
Kidding me? It's the only reason why it's getting widely reported is because he was a Republican.
Oh, come on. If you're slamming a reporter down to the ground.
There's no video.
It's a lead story right now on CNN,
right,
actually.
There's no video.
It should be.
It's like, let's make this guy lose. That's what it is.
Well, no, yeah, that's right. If a Democrat slammed a reporter down, I think it would.
And there was no video of it? No.
It was audio of it.
I know there's audio. If there's no video of it, though, no.
No, it would be all over. No matter who did it. If a guy walks into the interview, he just throws him down.
I respectfully disagree.
Well, I don't know about the respectfully part. I don't think it's very respectful this morning. Which is fine.
But he says it nice. So.
He does. We're hoping Gunzelman will approach Mayor de Blasio today, and something similar might happen.
Get choke slammed.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, go up and ask him about the CBO score, see if he'll throw you down. So
that'd be rough sex for a gun.
Oh, jeez. Thank you.
I'd love to see how Guns would react, by the way. Somebody threw him down in the with his tape recorder.
So. Holding my own. Guns. Guns has been lifting weights. I have. 4 days in a row been at the gym.
How about
How you doing?
Wow.
Been running 2 miles a day and also lifting.
Good for you. That's
Hell
good.
Yeah.
See this, Sid?
On a 1,400 calorie a day diet as well. No soda, that's not gonna no work. nothing. That's not going to work.
Are you on?
You can't build muscle if you don't eat. Right, but I'm trying to lose weight and then kill it. Well, you can't do both. Just so you know.
Let me ask you this, Sid. How do you build muscle? What's the best way?
Steroids.
Right.
but here's the thing. But I'm being serious. If you do steroids and don't lift weights, you don't build any muscle.
Another good point.
So you got to do both.
Got to work hard.
You got to eat. You got to lift. And you got to take the juice.
And it ain't little 3-pound lavender dumbbells going. Right. It's not going to help you.
Got to start somewhere, right? Yeah.
Well, you get honest answers here. You get people.
Tell you the truth.
Tell you the truth.
Yeah, I know guys who've been in the gym every day for 20 years. They got nothing.
Yeah, got to do steroids.
You got to part of it. Take the needle, baby. Eat right, plenty of protein, steroids, and lift. That's it. And no balls. It's not and no balls in the end. That's fine. As if I did have balls already. Listen, now I really won't have balls after this. No women find testicles attractive. Your shaft remains the same size. They don't care about the testicles.
So there you go.
And by the way, your libido goes up about 100 times when you do decent test.
Right.
So, but you're doing what you're doing. You're fine.
You're doing okay.
You look the same way like Lupica in 10 years. Russo.
0 to 100. That's great.
Good luck. Good luck with all this.
Guns is just one of these people. When the weather starts getting warm, they panic and they hit the gym. That's it.
Exactly.
Right. And that's the time of the year for most people. And then he'll be done by July 4th.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, sun's out, guns out. That's what's up.
Early January, obviously.
He'll be drunk all summer.
Yeah,
you can't go to the gym when you're hammered. Can't do it.
Early January, it's packed in every gym that you go. And
For
then,
about 2 weeks, yeah.
Bernard's right. About the time the weather starts getting good and the college kids come home.
Right. They
Like
come
last
back.
week, the college kids were back. The gym's packed with all
Right.
these kids who ate and drank too much at college.
Correct.
To try to get themselves look okay to go out to Jones Beach or whatever they're going to do in the summer.
Show up in their Northwestern, Ohio State sweatshirts.
Right.
On a 75-degree day in the gym.
Exactly.
They're fat. They're going nowhere.
Right.
But they give it a shot.
I've been running with sweatshirts, actually, to sweat more.
Perfect.
And to cover up the
the moves.
flab.
Man boobs.
and then by like mid-July, you got the whole gym, right? Said to yourself, something like that. They're all gone. Maybe
After July 4th, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah, it's done.
So
It's
they'll
done.
just be guns.
A for effort, though.
Something like that. Anyway, in addition to
Tell that to her, right?
Right. I don't want to say not necessarily what the A stands for. So I got the Montana thing and a bunch of other stuff coming up, including the latest on the Manchester investigation. What's coming up in sports, Sid?
Well, we got plenty of baseball from last night. We've got NBA playoffs. And we got a lot of football today, including Brock Osweiler. What's going on? I know you asked this every single. What's going on with Brock Osweiler?
Every day.
Don't you ask that every day?
My lead story for Sid today, Brock Osweiler.
Right. You think he was in Libya? I mean, got like 6 Brock Osweiler quotes.
There's no way he spelled it right.
You think he was on Capitol Hill? No, he spelled it right. So we got all that coming up. It's going to be fun.
It is.
We're going to laugh today.
Today's the day.
Or
Yesterday,
not.
a little too soon, but today we're going to laugh.
Today it's okay?
We got a couple of good guests.
Is that what it's 72 hours is okay?
No, of course not.
No,
But
well, you said that.
No, I know, but we always try to have a few laughs. I mean, what else are you going to do otherwise?
Cry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of good guests. Joe Takapina's coming on later
Is he
this
really?
morning. Yeah, how
Come
about
on.
that? Your guy?
Tack.
So that's
What's he coming on for?
Well, we'll see. Whatever he wants to talk about.
You'll find out.
I don't know. They got the Cosby jury, so they got that. We
Right.
can talk about Cosby.
He's a big soccer guy. He owns a team in Italy.
By the way,
So the whole Manchester thing is a big deal.
Speaking of soccer, pretty good story yesterday with Manchester United.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They won the Europa League.
Yes.
And they advanced.
Great
to,
story.
They make the Champions League next year, but that's the big, obviously, with what happened.
That's the feel-good story. That's making people feel better in England today.
Yes.
I know, obviously, everybody says that. It's so...
No, of course it's not. It's ridiculous.
But, after these events...
it's nice. It's nice.
It is nice. It's not going to make
it is
anything
nice.
better, but
No.
it is... they were out in the streets in Manchester.
They were partying.
Going crazy about it. What's coming up in the briefing, Bernard?
We have Bono. He spoke out about the terror attack, believe it or not, and also the stupid remarks Katy Perry made, the Hillary surrogate Katy Perry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's getting slammed for them. We'll play those for you this morning. Also, this woman, Dana Lash.
Yeah.
My God, she said some stuff about the massacre in Manchester. Make the hair in your back stand up. Anyway, I'll play that for you and some late night laughter.
All right. So, see?
I
few
like
laughs.
Dana.
See? Dana Lash?
Love her.
Yeah, she is still
Flyover Nation's a good book.
still on the Blaze, right? Or is,
She's still on the Blaze.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And don't touch her guns.
Okay, got that, Guns?
Absolutely.
So the Montana, the story we've been talking about, in case anybody's completely clueless about what we are saying, this guy Greg Gianforte is running for Congress out in Montana in a special election, now facing misdemeanor assault charges. A reporter walked into where he was yesterday, and the reporter who works for The Guardian says that this guy Gianforte, quote-unquote, body slammed him. Yesterday, the day before the polls closed of this special election. So, as Bernard said, we don't have video. We have audio of the whole thing posted on the Guardian's website by the reporter Ben Jacobs. So Jacobs goes in. The context of it is, I guess, Gianforte was doing an interview, or he's about to, with Fox News. Alicia Acuna from the Fox News channel was there with her producer and photographer, and they were going to do a sit-down interview. And this guy Jacobs walked in. He wanted to ask Gianforte about the CBO score of the health care bill. And, obviously wasn't invited, which maybe made him angry. But it also led to him getting thrown to the ground, as you'll hear here in the audio. Here's how it sounded.
And we'll talk to you about that later. Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the speak right with now. Shane, please. But you don't. Sick and tired of you guys. The last guy that came in here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Oh,
the
man.
last guy did the same thing. You were the Guardian?
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
The last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
Good reporting.
Get the hell out of here.
Bodies.
How about going back at him?
Oh, you just
Hit him
broke my
again.
glasses. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
Pay me.
So Alicia was there. At first they said it was a local crew, but it was actually Fox News Channel, and she wrote something last night and reported that the guy, that Gianforte, according to Alicia Acuna, grabbed this guy's neck, kind of grabbed him by the neck, just threw him down.
Chokeslammed him.
And yeah, because I was, when they said
Undertaker style.
Because when I'm thinking body slammed, that's a different connotation.
Pick him up in the air and
Right.
kind of throw. Right.
Throws him down and then starts like eating the turnbuckle or some such thing. But that
No
didn't happen.
questions, brother.
Right.
Speaking of doing steroids, that type of stuff happens on steroids as well.
Yes. I wonder. This guy Gianforte is a big business guy. He had a couple of tech companies. He sold. He made a ton of money, and now he obviously wants to get into politics. There's a school in Hoboken, Stevens. He went there, Stevens Institute. You know that school, Tony?
Yep.
It's actually a good school now. It's the Stevens Institute of Technology. It's small, but it's a good engineering school. Yep. He's given him a ton of money. He's all over their website. So he went there, and he's kind of helped finance that. He's got a lot of money, and now wants to get into politics. And he may still win. I mean, a Republican in Montana usually would win easy.
Sure.
But it's been a close race.
He's had 3 newspapers withdraw their endorsements. But, again, it's a Republican against the press. This can only help him.
He probably and there's about 4 people in Montana, so you got to wonder,
right?
Does one of them get angry, or one of them likes it? They could sway the whole thing. So, anyway, there's a lot of things. You think about how other politicians would have handled this. I mean, I can't remember anything like this ever happening.
Well, there
before.
was that the guy from Staten Island. What's his name? The former FBI guy who was convicted.
Grimm or
Grimm.
Michael Grimm.
Yeah, he did that with the
That's right.
with the New York One reporter.
That's right.
He said, "I'll break you. I'll break you like a pretzel." He called him he called him a little girl.
Threatened to throw him off the banister, didn't he?
Right, he threatened to throw him. That's right.
off the banister.
That was in the rotunda. That's right. I forgot about that. Rotunda, Capitol Hill. He was about to throw the guy over.
And there was video of that, but he didn't actually do it.
No. And, of course, I'm sure our friend Rodrigo Duterte's had some
Who is he? Who is he to ask me questions? I don't body slam. I kill. What do you say? What am I do what?
Oh,
Die.
Reporters approaching this guy in the Philippines, they would be like, "Oh, this is no big deal. Whatever. He got body slammed. Who cares?"
Get the microphone out of my face.
so they were. Anyway, this guy Jacobs called into MSNBC last night on, I think it was Hayes' show, Chris Hayes, and he tried to explain what happened. Said this.
Went up and asked him about it, and sort of said, talk to my communications person. I just followed up and said, you've been talking about this, just wanted to get your response. And then he should have said, no, I've had enough. And next thing I know, I'm being body slammed. And he's on top of me for a second. My glasses are broken. It's the strangest moment in my entire life reporting.
Mm-hmm. So that's the guy. Ben Jacobs is his name, from The Guardian, was out there in Montana. The only reason they're covering this nationally is because it's a special election. Ryan Zinke is a member of the president's cabinet now, so they had to hold a special election for his seat. And they cover all of these now on one-offs, just seeing, if the Republicans are going to lose any seats in the House, trying to read into it. But it turned into a much different story yesterday. Anyway, what else is going on? Well, the president's still overseas. He's actually in Europe this morning, in Brussels, first NATO meeting. So a little bit of video coming out of that. He's meeting with the NATO leaders today, but not much news out of it yet. So we'll watch that. President Obama, the former president, also in Europe today, had an event where just a little while ago he was speaking in Berlin with Angela Merkel, the German chancellor, and she's actually going to meet with President Trump later today. But the kind of interesting part about it, it was an open-air event. It was outdoors. So the security, they really stepped it up after what happened in Manchester, having the German chancellor and the former U.S. president in the same place in Berlin today. So
they're good for each other, those two.
What, Merkel and Obama?
Oh, they're good for each other.
Yeah, they looked like they were very happy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And they were.
I'm sure.
I saw a little clip of it before we went on the air. Manchester, the chairman of the House here in the United States, the House Homeland Security Committee, says the Manchester suicide bomber who attacked earlier in the week used what was described by Mike McCall as a classic explosive device used by terrorists. So everybody that's investigating this, although they haven't drawn any 100% conclusion yet, are assuming now that this is a wider plot, not this guy acting on his own. I mean, they made a number of arrests. His brother and another brother, a couple of brothers are arrested yesterday. One of them was in Libya. There's reports this guy himself The bomber had been in Libya until right before the attack. Here's Christiane Amanpour reporting for CNN.
The police constable here has said that this is a network we are investigating, not a lone wolf. They are desperately trying to find out whether there are anybody else in this network here in this region, and with the threat level at critical, they need to find it out quickly because critical means an attack may be likely.
Right, so it's a wider plot, is the point.
I mean, the whole family got arrested.
The father,
the father is no good. And the brother, actually, the younger one, who they say may have been developing a plot in Libya, too, he actually went and picked up $3,230 from his brother who pulled off the bombing in Manchester. That's where they arrested him. And the sister said that her brother was doing this out of revenge. He saw too many Syrian kids die, bombs, and this is how he was paying back the English and America, basically.
And just a point of information, the Trump's proposed ban on travel from terrorist nations. Libya is one of those nations.
That's right. They took Iraq off it, but, with the...
but Libya is one, and that's where these people are going back and forth from. Just FYI.
Right, and the guy had been...
For what it's worth.
The guy had been in Libya.
Libya and Syria, I believe.
But until...
Libya about 3 weeks ago.
Right, I was going to say, until right before the attack, and then he came back to Manchester, which is where he's from. Now, the obvious worry here is that they were up to something more than just this. Maybe not. Maybe we don't know yet. But maybe if it's just
again, they think the other brother was about to pull off an attack in Tripoli.
Right.
Maybe these Ninth Circuit Court judges will get woke and come to their senses and make the right decision.
Don't see it.
No,
unfortunately,
not on the Ninth Circuit. I don't know.
People are just stubborn, man. They use stupid historical references which don't fit and don't make sense, and they don't come around. That's it. They just don't move, or they don't move.
Maybe
off of their
massacred 8-year-old girls might change their minds.
Nope.
Keep hope alive.
I'm with you.
By the way, at the I just know this because I'll be there for Fox because they want to do
Libya?
something on increased security. No, that
that Donald from Benghazi.
Can you imagine? Oh my God.
We'll do the show from there too.
They would have the time on.
They'd
have time of life with him.
I'm at W.
No, I was going to say there's a Billy Joel concert at the Garden tonight, so a lot of people making a big deal about security.
Sure.
Because at these types of events, in arenas like that, that's the concern now is the, where the security perimeter is, and they become soft targets because you get outside the perimeter. I don't know how, people talk about how you solve that. Is like, what would you do here in New York? Move the perimeter back for blocks? Nothing you can do about that particular part of it.
Not here.
Yeah, well, think about how the Garden is, right? You
walk outside, and that's it.
Those two sides.
Right.
And where do you just post people everywhere?
Right, and wherever
all the trains, everything.
Where do you put the metal detector things? Where?
But wherever you put them, as soon as you walk out past them on your way out, everybody's in that one spot.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
that's why they call them
soft target. Right.
Soft targets, because
they'd have to have cops, security guys lined up all along both sides of the building right here.
Even then, it wouldn't matter.
But as soon as
they could watch everybody.
Right.
Somebody could walk off the train with a bag in 2 seconds.
I'm with you.
Blow up. That's it. There's no way to stop it.
I know.
Sounds like the airport too. Obviously, that's what's happened outside of the security at the airport.
Brussels too. Right.
Baggage claim and everything else. Let's take a quick break here. We have Joe Tacopita coming up, but Art Goldberg is coming on as well. He'll be on later this morning. Talk about the media and the president and maybe this guy getting body slammed, the reporter out in Montana. But Sid will do sports. Bernie will have his briefing, and we'll be right back.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. It's in the night away. It's in the night away. He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the best times. Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy, Danny boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I'm Buzz in the morning.
Bob Vila here with my home improvement tip of the day. Motion sensor lights are a must for any home security system, but sometimes they get out of whack. turning on and off inappropriately. That's especially common after power outages. Fortunately, resetting motion sensors isn't a big deal. Once you've got your ladder safely positioned, use your hands to gently adjust the bulbs of the unit to where you want the light to shine. Same with the motion detector. Aim it towards the area where you want to detect motion. Next, move the operation switch to the test position, then climb off the ladder and do a brief jig in front of the sensor. If the lights don't illuminate, increase the sensitivity setting of the unit. That's often just a matter of turning a small dial. If the lights come on more often than they should, try decreasing the sensitivity setting. When you have the unit behaving as it should, move the operation switch from test back to the normal setting. Get more info at bobvila.com and right here at home with me, Bob Vila.
This is Pastor Greg from Chosen Generation Radio Show, heard right here on KCAA, 1 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do any of these sound familiar? Not sleeping well, waking up tired, drinking more coffee than usual, can't stay focused, craving sugary drinks and snacks, feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, having trouble managing your weight, not sick but not firing on all cylinders? Any one of these could mean that you might have a system overload, and Thyroadrenal might just be right for you. Think about it. You've probably been feeling like this for a while. Life has a way of wearing you down, and if you aren't getting the right nutrients, then physical and emotional wear and tear will take its toll. Most of us at some time or another could use some nutritional support for our adrenal and thyroid glands to bring things back in balance. Our bodies respond well to optimal nutrition to keep daily energy levels up and stress levels down. Try Thyroadrenal from Michael's Naturopathic Programs, a nourishing support formula with vitamins, minerals, and herbs to put back what life takes out. Look for Michael's on the label. We're serious about good health. Thyroadrenal is available at leading health food stores nationwide. If you don't see it on the shelf, then ask for it by name. Thyroadrenal.
Hi, folks. Let's wind the clocks back 60 years. Food was different. Food provided health and nutrition, and using supplements was minimal. Unfortunately, now we have chemicals, GMOs, herbicides, and pesticides that can be quite lethal in the name of our food supply, and of course the ever-loving dollar. Supplementing our diets can be very important to stay healthy. Cleansing from daily intruders to the body might be critical. Live strong and take charge. Log on to getthetea.com. Our herbal tea is a great way to cleanse from intruders. Our supplements is a great way to maintain and improve your health. When your health is not up to par, go to getthetea.com. No GMOs, no fillers, and organic, and very helpful in keeping you at the top of your game. Life is too short to feel, you know what I mean. Stay in the game, at the top of your game with getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Again, getthetea.com.
For several years, KCAA has been marketing the Youngevity brand of nutritional and personal care products. Our experience with Youngevity has been 100% positive, so we are pleased to recommend them to you. Regarding nutritional supplements, we recommend Pollen Burst in the berry flavor and Tangy Tangerine 2.0 in the tablet form. For regularity issues, we recommend 3-Day Cleanse, and for personal care, we recommend Morning Hydration Cream. You can shop online for Youngevity at www.kcaateam.com, or you can order by phone by calling 800-982-3197 and tell customer support that you are part of the KCAA team. Youngevity is an American company based in San Diego. Call Youngevity at 800-982-3197 and ask about monthly auto ship that allows you to buy Youngevity products at wholesale prices. That number again, 800-982-3197.
So you missed the healthcare deadline and don't have any form of healthcare? Liberty HealthShare has the answer. Liberty HealthShare offers an affordable healthcare option that allows Americans to enroll any time of the year. Even if you've already enrolled but are not satisfied with your choice, you can switch to Liberty HealthShare today. Liberty HealthShare allows Americans to control, manage, and direct their healthcare by allowing them to choose any doctor or hospital across the country, yet still be in good standing with the Affordable Care Act. So members are exempt from the tax penalty and mandates imposed on those without healthcare insurance, giving you freedom from insurance. Memberships are for individuals, couples, and families, offering a variety of options to best suit an individual's medical needs. If you're a freedom-loving American looking for contract-free health care, then this is for you. For more information on how to enroll any time of the year, call 855-585-4237, 855-585-4237, or visit libertyhealthshare.org to request a free estimate. Not available in Pennsylvania.
KCAA, where every day is a great day.
like he's seasoned.
Mindless in the morning.
We told you about the big news stories happening today. We'll have more coming up. Sponsored by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. For more information, log on to carsforkids.org. But let's find out about everything that's happening in sports now. Sports happens to be sponsored this hour by the High Bar Shirt Company. The best shirts out there are made by the High Bar Shirt Company. Made in the USA since 1933. Visit their website at highbarshirt.com. Radio 101, Gunselman. When your microphone is on and you speak into it, other people hear you.
We're all trying to get
Gunselman. Let's go. What
Dumbbells.
God. Yeah, that's right.
We're all
Steroids.
trying to figure things out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
how
some
about
of,
not while Connell's talking?
some of us more than others. What's going on there in sports?
A lot of golf today, Connell. You like golf?
That's all right.
You play golf?
I've retired from golf. Tell you, you know why?
Why?
I used to play and end up playing once or twice a year in the IMUS outing and stuff.
Sure.
And it'd be terrible. And you want to break the club in half. You got to play golf all the time to
I
be good
totally
at it.
agree.
So I don't play
Right.
anymore.
But you look like a golfer.
Thank you.
You're white.
Right.
You wear nice clothing.
I'm white?
Yes.
Take steroids.
You wear chinos.
Take steroids.
Steroids.
Yeah. Wears golf shoes in the studio.
There you go.
No, it says no spikes, but
A lot of people find out a lot of stuff on the golf course. I don't know if you know that, but. Draft day, the Cleveland Browns made a trade.
Yeah?
They ended up with.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, he went to Chicago.
I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you're
didn't go
right.
to-
Wait a
Not
second.
bad.
I thought you were talking about golf.
Well, we are.
Oh, okay.
Because
Brock
the Houston
Osweiler.
Texans traded their quarterback, Brock Osweiler, to the Cleveland Browns. For Chichi Rodriguez, that's right. You know, he's not the starter in Cleveland. They've already named Cody Kessler, one of the all-time greats, Cody Kessler.
He's
the
up there.
starting quarterback
Sign
for the
him
Browns.
up.
So Osweiler gets dealt to the Browns.
Sure.
And how do you think Brock found out about it?
He's listening to IMUS in the morning?
Exactly right.
In fact, I was on the golf course in Arizona. I just finished up a workout. I was lifting, I threw, and I went and played some golf. I was standing in a sand trap, and I got a phone call, and here we come.
So now the question the reporter goes on to ask him, because, Brock a couple of years ago played very well for an injured Peyton Manning in Denver the year the Broncos won the Super Bowl.
Sure.
Then he gets all this money to go to Houston to be a big-time starting quarterback. He was awful. And some people are like, this guy can't play in the league. So the reporter asked Brock just that.
If you play the way you played last year in Houston, is that good enough to help this team win, or how much better do you need to be?
I'm not going to compare the two situations.
But are you good enough to be a starting quarterback in this league? I mean,
Absolutely.
regardless of the system.
Absolutely.
Why?
I think the proof is in the film for the past 2
Oh.
years.
In the
But some
film.
people would say the proof's not in the film from last year.
It's okay.
What is he going to say? What is he going to say? I suck?
You could have slammed him down and broke his glasses.
He could have said, I really haven't played well yet. I'm better than what you've seen. He got a lot of money, and he's been awful.
He has been, yeah.
Now, another quarterback still yet to find a football team. We know he can play, but he's a hateful non-patriot.
Who's this, Browning Nagel?
Yes! Colin Kaepernick. The Commissioner, Roger Goodell, was asked about Colin Kaepernick, right? And that's the first one. And here's what Goodell had to say.
Okay.
Each team makes individual decisions about how they can improve their team. They see an opportunity to improve their team, I think they do it. They evaluate players, they evaluate systems and coaches, and they all make those individual decisions to try to improve their team.
Oh, come on. What a bunch of nonsense, please. Yes. Then they asked Goodell about what he thought about Gisele Bundchen, Tom Brady's wife, telling the world
Hello, Gisele.
he had a concussion.
We do not have any records that indicate that Tom suffered any kind of concussion or head injury. But we will continue to work with the NFLPA and see what we can do to improve the protocols.
All right, baseball last night, the Yankees win again. They're now 10 games over 500.
Yeah.
The Orioles have lost 4 in a row. The Yankees have a 2.5-game lead. Wow. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, baby.
It really is.
Mets lose again, 6-5 to San Diego. Cubbies beat the Giants, and the Red Sox beat the Rangers. Finally, back to the NFL.
Okay.
Tony Romo, of course, retires this year. He moves to CBS. He'll work alongside Jim Nantz on the #1 football team. but he's also doing golf. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Golf for CBS?
Romo is?
Yes.
Talking about.
So I guess somebody called this very, very popular sports talk host and asked this particular person what he thought about Tony Romo as a golf analyst.
On golf, you have two ways of doing a hole on golf. You are a play-by-play guy, or you are a professional golfer. Now, if Tony Romo became a professional golfer for a while, then he might, if he spent all his time on a golf tour, could wind up getting a hole someday like guys can get.
Summerall did it for years, man, and I mean he did the Masters also.
Completely.
But different.
All right. Okay. I wouldn't know this because I was only in the business for 30 years. But what I said was he couldn't do it. Yeah, you can't do it now. Okay. Because Gifford and Summerall. I didn't say nobody ever did it. I said nobody does it now. Give me a modern guy who's done it. Give me a modern guy who's done it.
There is no. I'm giving you.
Okay. You gave me guys who did it in the 50s. I said Romo wouldn't do it. Because it's not done anymore.
All right, so pretty clear there that Mike thinks Romo can't get the job done, couldn't do it.
Right.
No way, right?
Yeah.
What do you think happened next?
Oh, don't tell me.
Nathan in Albany, what's up, Nathan?
Hey, Mike. Actually, I was just wondering what your thoughts are on the announcement today that Tony Romo is going to be involved with the golf coverage over the weekend with CBS.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was. He is a scratch golfer. As I don't know if you're aware of that, he's a scratch golfer. I heard that years and years. He even tried to qualify for the U.S. Open. Right. He probably knows a lot about golf. He's been playing golf his whole life. He's a very good golfer.
Oh, no.
He probably knows a lot of golfers. He hangs out with Nance. I mean, so it's a good way to introduce him to the audience. Come on. I think it makes sense.
I can't make it up.
Wow.
I mean,
That didn't happen.
Wow.
Unreal.
Well, which one was first? Not that it necessarily even matters.
No, the first the call was he can't do it.
That was first?
Yes. Lou, come on.
A week and a half later, he
Put it
says
on the
this.
podcast, baby. That podcast is going to be good. You got to miss the phone calls, though.
No,
That's
but
what
wait,
you gotta
if that
miss.
one was first and his first reaction is that I didn't know that.
Right.
That's even stranger. You
I
sure?
know.
That's real. I mean, come on.
I guess it was just they were floating it.
Sure.
So what do you think about it then when it got done?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now he's doing golf. I didn't know it, but he'll be great.
He'll be terrific, the guy. Nobody'd be better than Romo.
It's a mental illness.
He's an inexplicable phenomenon, Francesa. There's something you can't
It's like
explain.
a Brian Williams thing
Yeah, that's
happening.
what it is.
Yes. Right. Yes.
Yeah, something weird.
You know what? It kind of is like that.
It is kind of like Brian Williams.
Do you think maybe the producer whispered in his ear, Tony, because I knew that Tony Romo was a scratch golfer.
Right.
And he was talking about trying to get on the tour.
Right.
So maybe
they're
the
not
producer
whispering.
reminded
They're
him
not
of-
whispering in his
Monzo
ear.
wouldn't
no.
know that, though.
No, and he's not whispering in his ear.
He knows wrestling and hockey. That's it.
Whispering.
I think he's just, it's either the Brian Williams thing or there's something really, really wrong
No,
going
he
on.
has a synapse not firing.
I was
that's all.
there on Saturday. They're all
Diet
aware
Coke.
of it. They're all aware of it.
I
Everybody.
hope yourself and Gunzelman are able to get to the bottom of this.
I don't want to.
So I can get body slammed.
That's right.
By Francesa.
You'd be likely to do that.
Scratch golfer.
Go ask him about the CBO.
Oh, man. By the way, he rode the LIRR over the weekend, and everyone took photos of him. It's absolutely hilarious, Francesa. He was
is that
standing
right?
by himself and then was on the train, and everyone just taking photos of him while he's
Well,
trying to
They
nap.
didn't know he exists.
I love that when you see it.
Unicorn.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he rode the train.
Quick before he disappears.
My Twitter feed was everybody just taking photos of a sleeping Francesa on the train.
It's not him. It's everybody else. Everybody else is crazy.
There is a weird world, man. Takapita's coming up, Goldberg as well, and Bernie will have his briefing next.
Your morning dose of sunshine. Imus in the morning.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292FQ Riverside, and K293CF Moreno Valley.
NBC News Radio, I'm Lisa Carter. President Trump says NATO members owe massive amounts of money from years past. Speaking at the new NATO headquarters in Brussels today, Trump claimed 23 of 28 nations are not meeting defense spending obligations.
This is not fair to the people and taxpayers of the United States. And many of these nations owe massive amounts of money from past years.
He then joked he didn't even ask how much the new NATO headquarters cost. A candidate in a special election for Montana's House seat is accused of attacking a reporter who kept questioning him about health care. Republican Greg Gianforte is charged with misdemeanor assault. Guardian reporter Ben Jacobs says Gianforte slammed him to the ground, breaking his glasses and injuring him. Gianforte's camp says Jacobs grabbed the candidate by the wrist and they both fell. And the growing nationwide problem of opioid addiction in the spotlight in a Senate hearing on Capitol Hill today. Lisa Carter, NBC News Radio.
The NBA playoffs return to action tonight as the Cavaliers look to advance to the NBA Finals for a third straight year with a win over the Celtics in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals in Boston. The Warriors await the winner for Game 1 of the NBA Finals a week from today. The Miami Heat and Chris Bosh are finally parting ways. ESPN reporting the two sides and the NBA Players Association have tentatively agreed to a resolution that will allow the Heat to remove Bosh from their salary cap. The 33-year-old hasn't played since February of last year due to blood clots. A trip to the Stanley Cup Final on the line tonight as the defending champion Penguins host the Senators in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Final. Tonight's winner will play the Predators in the championship round. Game 1 on Monday. A busy night in Major League Baseball saw the Pirates score 7 times in the 10th inning to beat the Braves 12-5 in Atlanta. Meanwhile, in the Bronx, a young boy recovering after part of a player's shattered bat hit him in the head at Yankee Stadium. Medical staff carried the boy out of the ballpark. He is expected to be okay. That's sports. Jake Orwin, NBC News Radio.
From the KCAA Weather Center, I'm Tom Ladd. For this afternoon, you can expect cloudy conditions, then clearing up. Expect a high near 74. Light and variable wind out of the west at 10 to 15, and gusts as high as 20. Chance of showers after 11 tonight, increasing clouds with a low of 55. West wind at 5 to 15, and gusts as high as 20 once again. Chance of showers before 11 a.m. Friday, cloudy. You can expect a high near 69. That's your weather forecast for this hour from KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM. 3 in 1, the trifecta of talk in Southern California.
If you're trying to prevent home foreclosure, you need a law firm with extensive experience representing clients in protecting their homes from foreclosure. The Goodman Law Firm is a nationwide team of mortgage mitigation attorneys that provides legal advice and expertise you can trust. Our nationwide network includes local of-counsel foreclosure attorneys to represent you during the mortgage mitigation process. The Goodman firm has represented homeowners across the nation in resolving their troubled mortgages. We have the experience and the knowledge you can count on to best represent your interests. The banks have attorneys fighting to protect their interests, and so should you. Call the Goodman Law Firm at 888-800-6030. Take control of your mortgage situation today. Contact us at 888-800-6030 or through our website at arnoldgoodmanlaw.com.
At California's #1 volume GM dealer, Mark Christopher Auto Center, it's time for a giant inventory reduction sale. Right now, you can choose from over 1,600 vehicles in their one giant location with up to $11,710 in savings off the MSRP. It's California's biggest and best selection, and it's never undersold. Chevys, Buicks, Cadillacs, and GMC trucks. You'll find Mark Christopher Auto Center right on the 10 freeway in Ontario, or you can go to markchristopher.com. Mark Christopher is California's #1 volume GM dealer. Family owned and doing things right since 1975. Remember, the giant May inventory reduction sale is on now at Mark Christopher Auto Center, Vineyard exit of Interstate 10 in Ontario.
This is KCAA.
It's time now on the Imus in the Morning program for your birdie briefing, and we have Joe Tacopina coming up next hour, so we'll talk to him about maybe the Cosby case, some of the legal issues in Washington, as well as everything else going on in the news. We'll also have an update on the Manchester investigation. But the birdie briefing right now, what's in the briefing, Bernard?
Well, I'm here at the NJDiet.com studios. Connell McShane, you may have heard about Katy Perry. She was on a radio station at some, whatever it was. Anyway, she was talking about the massacre, the radical Islamic, the terrorist massacre of little girls in Manchester, and she said this.
I think that the greatest thing we can do is just unite and love on each other, and like no barriers, no borders. Like we all need to just coexist.
True.
Mm-hmm. Now you can really, you can almost say cut her some slack. She's just a stupid pop star singer, right? But she was actively campaigning for Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Influencing votes. I mean, that kind of stupid mentality. However, I must say that the former Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, was no better after the Orlando Pulse gay nightclub massacre. She said this.
Our most effective response to terror and to hatred is compassion, it's unity, and it's love.
It's love. Just gotta love everybody.
Gotta love. You've always said that. Gotta love.
Yeah.
See the love.
A lot of love.
Now, Bono, he is speaking a little more, a little more accurately on the topic. Take a listen to what he told Jimmy Kimmel the other night.
They hate music. They hate women. They even hate little girls. They hate everything that we love. And, you know, the worst of humanity was on view in Manchester last night, but so was the best, as people took perfect strangers into their houses and queued up for blood banks. And Manchester has a undefeatable spirit, I can assure you.
There you go. At least he acknowledged that's progress. They hate us. They hate women. They hate little girls. They hate our way of life, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this woman, Dana Loesch, she's on The Blaze, Glenn Beck's thing, and she's on the right, of course, but being a woman, she's particularly offended at what happened in Manchester, and let her feelings be known. This has gone viral. Take a listen.
Some hearts and minds can be changed, but these dogs are beyond the reaches of love, reason, or logic. There is no diplomacy with anyone who celebrates tearing apart young girls with ball bearings, nails, and screws. Such people must be exterminated from the face of the earth in such a fashion that people a millennia later will tell stories about the brutality that awaits such brutes. A God that calls for the murder of girls is a weak, impotent God. Make these barbarians fear the wrath of the West. We didn't start this war, but we should end it, and can. Wow. A society that cannot protect its children is a doomed society. In 2017, terror attacks have been carried out every 9 or so days. And for the people who believe it's bigoted to discuss border security, who view borders as walls rather than bottlenecks, to slow the flow of entry, to better ascertain who is entering, take your locks off your doors. Take your little alarm signs out of your front yards and the stickers off your windows. Remove the fences around your yards. Remove the locks and alarms from your cars. Don't be hypocritical racist bigots with an obsession on keeping people out. For those who have placed popularity with terror groups ahead of the security of your own citizens, look at the face of 8-year-old Safi Rose Roussos and ask yourself if it was worth it. Little girls are picking teeth and skin out of their hair today. Was it worth it? Women live in fear. Is it worth it?
She went on, and it was very chilling, but right on the money, in my humble opinion. Now let's lighten the load a little bit here.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Conan O'Brien was talking about, and Jimmy Fallon, both talking about the visit of the president to the Pope. Take a listen to Fallon first.
Trump met with the Pope, so it got weird when Trump was like, Jesus only had 12 followers? Sad. After they were meeting, the Pope gave Trump a medal featuring an olive branch. Yeah, when Trump received it, he said, does this mean I can eat for free at any Olive Garden? Or is this...
President Trump was at the Vatican meeting with Pope Francis, the world leader who believes himself the embodiment of God on earth. Said he's a big fan of the Pope, really likes him.